So there is one significant modifier that was not part of my workflow, and I found that I've been missing a lot of fun. This is an optical Focalize condenser, some others call it Gobo, and I will call it Gobo from now on. And when using such a modifier, we'll get a lot of great natural images. So technically, the light goes in here, it gets condensed and beams through the lens here at the end. And in the middle between the beamer and the lens, we have a slot to put numerous shapes and effects. And actually, window effect is my favorite. Now today we'll walk you through multiple scenes and dive into real shoots done for actual clients. Omahe, and let's get started. This model I have here is Ambitful AL-16 bounce mount, and Ambitful did send me this unit a few months ago to review here on the channel. However, my review is unbiased and totally independent. And actually here in my studio I have a couple of Ambitful products and I trust this brand so far. I will keep the link of Ambitful Gobo Modifier in the box down below. However, when doing photography, I used LED continuous lights instead of strobes, because I wanted a live view of the scene while adjusting the composition and the position of the products. Whereas with strobes, I need to fire the lights every time in order to check out the composition. It's time consuming for me and I don't have that luxury at the moment. I know, using LED lights is not the authentic method to shoot product photography, but who cares, as long as I made good images. The Gobo modifier fits in different photography and video projects, and the effect out of this guy gives a feeling of natural light simulation, and in some other cases it leads the focus to a certain point. And because the light projection is narrow, it's not that wide, you probably need to place the light, let's say 2 or 3 meters away in order to get such a medium shot. I went with 85mm lens. Nice compression at the right time. You may not get the best look or the greatest pose in the first trial. Take your time, try different styles and play with the Gobo filters to reach different looks. I believe the Gobo modifier works the best in product photography. I really enjoyed it. The window slot, for example, mimics a natural sunlight effect coming from the window. I tried different styles, and I like the most when the effect is minimal, a bit blurred and out of focus, and where the shadow shapes the dimension of the product. The client was super happy and I can tell how wide is the smile on his face. He didn't expect his products to look beautiful like that. He even said, "You did a great job, and I worked with other photographers in the past and they didn't give me what I wanted." So as you see here, we have the Ambitful EF200 LED at full power with Ambitful Gobo Modifier casting the window effect here on the table. And at the left we got the Ambitful FL80 RGB with an umbrella reflector. It's set at 5600 Kelvin white balance. And this is the setup we have here with a wide angle lens, and this one is at 50mm lens. Why I believe Ambitful makes one of the best Gobo modifiers? Well, there are other brands for such a modifiers, and I believe they all share similar cutouts effect and shapes, but the major difference in my experience stands in the airflow circulation design. What does it mean? Well, some other Gobo brands have bad airflow circulation, which lead to severe heat between the modifier and the LED light. Technically, the heat affects the LED, and some LEDs stop working in just half an hour. The Galax SL60, for example, switch off when it gets hot in just half an hour or less. And here Ambitful did a great job for that matter, made of aluminum alloy with a decent airflow circulation design. I ran Ambitful Gobo for 3 hours, continuous 3 hours, along with Aurora EF 200W LED at full power, and worked perfectly well. However, we should not get such a problem when using strobes or flashes because the light is not always on as the LED lights. The video was almost done and I was going to publish it, but I passed by Kamal Bitar, a product photographer, and he was interested to check out the Ambitful AL-16 Gobo because he mentioned that some other modifiers doesn't work with strobes with the large lamps. And the good news here is that Ambitful AL-16 has enough room to fit a strobe with a large lamp, which is in fact is not possible with some other budget modifiers. So look what he did here. He cut a standard reflector bounce mount and fixed it on his Gobo to make it work with the strobes he has. Bear in mind, when using a Gobo modifier in general, regardless the brand, the light's intensity gets remarkably lower. And therefore, if you're using an LED light for example, you need a powerful beam out of this guy if there is other lights in the scene.
Come together. Right now. Come together. Right now. Over me.
And here I got Ambitful Aurora EF 200W LED light. Photography strobes, on the other hand, are quite powerful, including the little ones from Godox, the AD100 Pro and 200 Pro. So after using Ambitful AL-16 Gobo Modifier for about 2 months, I wish if the light beam is wider because sometimes I don't have enough space to back up the light and get a wide shot. Therefore, I believe it worked the best with medium shots when doing portrait photography, and more space is required for wide shots as you need to place the light a lot farther. This Ambitful Gobo supports all bounce mount, easy to fix within seconds, and has an option to rotate the base in full swing. And here in another shot, I just used one source of light coming from the Gobo modifier with the help of a white reflector. See, the light looks natural coming from a real window. And the reflector is important though to fill some of the shadows. There is no right or wrong here, it's two different styles. I'm quite happy with the results. I'm getting moody and stylized images. It's telling more of a story. And when using the Gobo in the video, make sure to use it with a strong and powerful LED light. As I mentioned earlier, the modifier light output gets significantly lower after the light goes through the modifier. And when using other source of lights in the scene, the Gobo effect might look subtle if the LED power used with the Gobo is low. So having a powerful light attached with the Gobo is no doubt a good move. I hope this video helped in making your decision, and I will definitely keep this guy around. Thank you for watching guys, thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and bump that subscribe button for more camera gear reviews. This was Oma, and see you in another one.